2317 South Pleasant Valley Road, stating that their shots were heard and that subjects were down. Austin police officers arrived on scene and provided medical care to 3 individuals. One was pronounced deceased on scene. 2 were transported to local area hospitals. One of those victims that was transported was just now pronounced deceased as well, unfortunately. Homicide detectives are on scene. This is an isolated incident. There are no active threats to the public. There are no suspects in custody as of right now.
Did this happen in the parking lot or in the apartment?
So it did not happen in the parking lot or in the apartment complex. So just north of this location, there's a dead end just behind me, and that's where the shooting took place. So all of the callers just south are all in the trio apartments, and that's where all the 911 callers, but none of the shooting took place in the actual apartment complex.
And not in the parking lot. It was on the street.
It was on the street, so the dead end just behind me here.
Got it.
And all 3 victims were shot in some capacity, whether once or more
Correct.
than once? Okay.
And 2 were pronounced deceased.
And so that
One on scene and 1 at the hospital.
and so that makes this an active homicide investigation
Yes,
then?
correct. Homicide investigators are on scene and actively investigating.
And then do you know if the victims were male or female?
I do not have that information at this time.
And then do you know the condition of the 3rd victim?
I believe he is non-life-threatening.
Got it. And then do you guys have a description? Even if you can't give it to us, do you guys know anything?
We don't have any suspect information at this time.
Was there any vehicle that drove off, or do you know if he ran off, drove off?
I don't have any of that information right now.
Did you know did any of the victims have firearms on them?
I don't have that information at this time.
Got it. What else? 2 people shot. And then, so was there only the 3 victims were involved? There wasn't anybody else involved that wasn't transported? There were 2 people transported. Was there any other victim that wasn't transported? But besides the fatal? Anybody else hurt is what I'm asking, or involved?
Just the 3 victims that were found on scene by Austin police officers. They provided medical care along with Austin County EMS. That one person, the 2 people were transported. One was pronounced deceased on scene, and then just recently another one was pronounced deceased.
Got it.
And I'm sorry if you said this. Did you say any life-saving measures were?
Life-saving measures were done on scene on the 2 victims.
On both.
And
Okay.
then 1 was pronounced deceased. So there's 3 victims in total, 2 life-saving measures, and then the 3rd was pronounced deceased. And then unfortunately, one of the 2, they were pronounced deceased at the hospital.
So the one that did not have life-threatening issues did not have any life-saving. Is that accurate, or is it the 2? The one that died, the 2 that died, were the 2 that had? This is so confusing.
All of them. 2 of them had life-saving measures.
That's what I'm
taken to
saying.
hospital.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's late. I'm good. Thank you.
Are we all good?
Yep.
Where are you playing a circus?